Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and I wanted to do an updated video on the thought process here of managing artifact upgrading, artifact enhancement, what to keep, what not to keep, and what I'm going to be doing here on the account as I go through the EMIC event right here for the artifact enhancement event. What I did to prepare was did a bunch of the spider grinding here to double dip with the dungeon divers during the fusion. So I did end up getting the skin here for Stag Knight from that spider tournament, and I acquired a bunch of accessories to go ahead and be able to manage so I could finish the artifact enhancement event. If you want to see the Stag Knight skin, this is it right here. I did go ahead and equip it. I wish you could do this from the index, by the way. You do have to actually go to the character in game right here and then equip it. You can't do it like from the champion index when you're browsing, but that would be a nice addition to the game if they do include that at some point. But okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter and sort by just new, so I can go through all the different artifacts that I have acquired here. And let me go ahead and scoot this on over so that I'm not blocking everything. And there we go. So right out the gate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell anything that's not at least 6-star epic. So anything, you know, 5-star legendaries can be decent, but once your account is leveled 95 plus, you're going to be looking for mostly 6-star epic and above, maybe 5-star legendaries in certain spots. So what I'm going to do is kind of go through and sell anything that's not matching those parameters, and then I'll go through again with another comb. Now, rings can be decent as rares, so you got to be careful, especially on a new faction like Sylvan. So like this one right here, it's HP with an HP roll. If this was also defense percent, that might be worth rolling up, but all in all, these ones are kind of meh. And we're going to go through and sell anything that's not. Amulets end up being the most common one you have, so you really don't want to keep anything that isn't like at least 5-star mythical, 6-star epic, 6-star legendary, stuff like that, because you'll end up with the most amount of amulets. So let's go through and sell the low hanging fruit is kind of what we do here, especially attack amulets. You need the least amount of those. See, like this one right here, this is a rare, and it does have 2 percentages, which is nice because you can get that third one on the level 12 roll, and it'll end up being a really good ring, even though it is a rare. So an attack ring here with defense and attack is decent. Typically you want HP instead of defense on an attack ring. You want to scale that up a little bit more, but definitely not that bad here for a ring to roll up to 12 and see if we get HP percentage, and then that would be a pretty good ring. So we'll go through, sell this stuff right here, bang bang bang. Ring with triple percentage is nice. Get the rare out of there. Banners also, if you get like accuracy plus speed and HP, there can be good 6-star rare banners, so you do want to kind of check really quick there. Like this one right here. This has got the 2 stats I want on a defense banner. It's got defense and HP, but I would need to see if level 12 hits speed or not, and it could be a decent Shadowkin banner. This is a triple percentage 5-star. Again, it does at least have the synergistic stat. It's got attack on the main and attack on the sub with HP and speed, so that's a pretty good banner. That's worth at least like keeping for faction wars or filler type pieces for sure. We'll go through like rare amulets, like especially 5-star. Gotta cut them loose. Cut those, all these rares, nothing super standing out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through really quick, kind of with those initial parameters, and then I'll be right back and we'll talk about the artifact enhancement process and seeing how some of these things roll. So, okay, there we are. I got the ones rid of that I wanted to get out of here with the first kind of comb through. Then what I would do is I would start upgrading all of these to level 12. And doing so should get me pretty close to the artifact enhancement event being finished. And the reason I like to go, I don't like to keep anything without upgrading it to level 12. That way I can go through and I can see things that aren't upgraded, that slipped through the cracks, things that I probably want to sell and get out of my account. And then also, you need things to be rolled. If you want to use things like the Hell Hades gear optimizer to go through your account and build new champions for you, that can be a really good foundation for you to have laid. And then also, you need, like, you're going to get to the point where you're filtering through so many artifacts and accessories that you need to see what things are rolling. You need to see what banners are hitting 2 or 3 rolls of speed. You need to see which amulets are getting 2 or 3 rolls of accuracy and stuff like that. So you got to get used to, like, anything you're going to use, rolling it up to level 12 during artifact enhancement events and seeing which ones are going to roll well enough to be worth keeping on your account. So this is one, it only hit, it's a 6-star legendary and it only hit 1 flat, so that's probably worth keeping there. This is a mythical with triple percentages, so pretty good. We'll pop that up to 12 really quick here, and it went double HP, 1 flat. But the mythical is on a percent, so that's 3 out of 4. Probably worth keeping right there. And then we have a 6-star mythical amulet. That is the dream. So it did hit attack, which is super unfortunate for the mythical roll. Anything else would have been a little bit more beneficial. So what I want to do here is avoid attack rolls. And I hit double attack on an HP amulet. It's 6-star mythical, and it didn't hit any sort of toughness or accuracy or resistance as the substat. And Bannerlords is a legacy one that I've got a pretty robust gear set, especially for amulets. Amulets are the most common, so you got to be the most picky on them. Again, really good piece, but I'm gonna let it go. You got to be super picky, or you're just gonna constantly be full. This one will upgrade to 12. See if we get like a triple something, triple crit damage on an attack. Niche, but for now we'll keep it. A 5-star attack. I'm not gonna keep that one. That one slipped through. And then we'll just kind of talk about some of the most common parameters. So on a banner, again, you want to roll like all of your legendaries with speed, because you could get a quad piece, like a quad speed roll. And that rolled super well. It hit speed and double HP, so that ended up being a really good tanky banner right there. The Sylvan Watchers are a new faction in the game, so this is going to be the one that you want to be the least picky on. So something like a 6-star mythical, it did hit a flat, which is super unfortunate. Hopefully it rolls well and we get some so this hit 3 rolls of flat HP. Again, I'm going to keep it because it's Sylvan. Any other faction, I would probably let that rip and sell it. A legendary with triple percentage on a new faction, we definitely want to roll that and keep it. And wow, this is just going miserable. You can see everything is hitting double rolls on the flat, which would again probably be a sell, and I would just cut it loose if it wasn't Sylvan. Hey, there we go. We avoided, but it is attack with defense. You typically don't want attack and defense. They don't synergize very well. And then 5-star, this at least hit resistance. It's crit damage. Not bad. It could have been worse. We'll keep that one for sure. Another crit damage. You do want a good backbone of crit damage amulets here. You want a good backbone of really all stats. Attack would be by far the least valuable stat, and one that you keep the least often in a context of amulets. Accuracy. It's a 6-star accuracy banner, so I have to keep it on Sylvan, but a different faction, that one would cut loose as well. So the rolls are not going very well. This one will probably hit double attack on the flat. Nope, it didn't. Okay, serviceable. We'll take it. And then remember, this is one that I saved, and I wanted to upgrade this rare to 12, because if we get a 3rd percentage, if we get HP percent at level 12, it's going to be a very good ring. We didn't. It's okay though. It's a 6-star roll, and it did hit a double percentage there. So I mean, it has to as a rare, but it's at least like an introductory kind of Faction Wars, Doom Tower Secret Room kind of a ring right there to fill in on your account. And then something like this, a banner with triple percentage and speed, you always want to roll. I mean, if this thing's a 5-star legendary, even though it's a 5-star, it's worth it. We want to be rolling those, because those are going to be super valuable in those filler sets, Faction Wars, and Secret Rooms and stuff like that. And this is an example of a banner in a similar vein of the rare ring that you want to roll up and see if it hits speed at level 12 or something, because it could, and then it would be a good piece. So, I mean, it has triple percentage. You probably don't want to take this to 16, because you're probably like 20-25% to hit speed. So, I mean, we can do it and see what it rolls, because it is at least during artifact enhancement. And we did hit speed, so that ended up being a good banner right there. It's got double rolls of tankiness. It hit speed. We can lift that up to 10 speed, and a pretty solid tanky banner right there for someone like a Kyoku or something in Shadowkin. And then this one, even though it is attack and it's 5-star, we have pretty good synergy stats. What you're looking for is attack, HP, and speed, and it hit those. So if this thing rolls decent, yeah, double speed, HP, that's a pretty solid banner, even though it is 5-star. Like, if you're going to keep any 5-star items on accessories, you probably want that to be banners. Rings are just not going to have enough. Rings are basically a stat stick. You can't get speed or accuracy or anything on them. So a 5-star ring is going to be a little bit rough. And then amulets, you're going to have the most of on your account. So you can kind of be a little bit more picky there. But on banners, some of the 5-stars are going to be worth rolling in certain situations. Then down here, we got a couple mythical pieces. Of course, they both hit flat stat. Super, super rough. This is an HP. It doesn't have defense percent. So that is going to be, it went double HP though. So it's at least worth like a secret room fill work type of context. This one, attack, it does have triple percentage. Not bad. It is 5-star, which is a little bit rough. And then, do I have any godly ones that would be fun to roll? HP and defense. So this, if this avoids attack, this would be a really good ring. And there we go. Really solid ring. You got 3 tanky rolls on an HP ring. That's a really good 6-star epic piece. And it doesn't matter that it's flat attack, because so what if it's attack percentage? I'm going to be putting this on a tank and the attack isn't going to matter. So the third stat is kind of irrelevant. We're just looking to get as much HP and defense out of this ring as possible. So this is really good. This is worth taking up to 16 during an artifact enhancement event. And unfortunately, we got the attack percentage. I would have rather had a flat roll of defense or something that I can glyph up to get a little bit of a bonus. But all in all, we ended up with all of the percentage rolls, and we got 3 rolls on a tanky stats. So a really good ring there for someone like Maui, Tormund, or a tanky type of champion there in the dwarves. Then this Ogryn ring, this is a legendary with a triple percentage. That's what we're looking for on rings. We want to avoid the flat HP. That's really bad. Like, on a legacy faction, if it rolls double percentage, even though this is a decent niche piece, I just want to cut it loose, because again, I want to err on the side of being too picky, if anything, because I don't want to sit here at 1,275 artifacts permanently and have my inbox overflowing and be constantly full and miserable. I would rather lean towards being picky. We have a 6-star mythical here. Doesn't have speed. So this is probably not going to get kept. It's unfortunate to sell a 6-star mythical. I mean, like, it's so much stat. You get the 24%, and then you get 34% of stats here. But with, I guess I'll keep it just for the raw stat power for something like a secret room, because it's really hard to get to 34% on a banner for the substat rolls there. But that's really unfortunate that it didn't hit speed at all. And this amulet right here as an epic, this is pretty ideal. You've got accuracy, resistance, which is what you're always looking for on an amulet, getting both of those. And then we have attack, which usually if we're doing crit damage, 70% of the time you're going to be trying to do it with attack. So we can go here, and this should be a really good amulet. Double res accuracy. There are certain niche situations where you would want a crit damage amulet that doesn't have accuracy. Someone like Trunda comes to mind, where you want as low of accuracy as possible, but usually 90-something% of the time you're going to want accuracy and resistance on your amulets. And sometimes it can be nice to roll a legendary amulets that have accuracy and res on them, because you want to get like quad rolls of accuracy or resistance. This is an HP amulet that went double attack, and it's a 5-star. That is an insta rip. You just sell it right away. 6-star legendary with triple percentage, exactly what I'm looking for on a ring. It went double attack, super rough. Again, on a legacy faction, if it goes double flat, I'm just gonna sell it. I'm not gonna, like Sylvan Watcher or something, I would probably go ahead and keep it. No. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. And it is triple percentage. A little bit rough, but keepable. Not bad. I could definitely do worse. So what I'm gonna go through is now go through my second filtration. I kind of showed you some of the highlights I really wanted to talk about. We got a 6-star legendary here. Ooh, now this is a good one. That's what you're looking for. Triple percentage speed on a 6-star legendary banner. And boom, yeah, we'll take it. That's definitely a keeper right there. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna sell this next round, upgrade all of them to level 12, and then we'll see where we stand on the artifact enhancement. Oof, and look at that brick. I had to stop and show you this one. This is upgrading in a nutshell. We've got the defense banner, and you're like, okay, all we got to do is avoid attack. Triple flat attack. Look at that one. That is definitely a highlight I wanted to show you. Okay, so fast forward a couple minutes, and now I've gone through and kept the highlights from each faction and went through with that second round of filtering. And now I can go back and look at where I stand on the artifact enhancement, and then what I would do is go through and see if there's any worth taking to 16 to round out my points. So okay, we've got pretty close. We only take like a couple to 16 and we should be done. So what I would go through now is see if there's any pertinent things to take to 16, and see, this is what I'm talking about, how now I can see what has made it through my filter process. The things that aren't upgraded are things I really want to be wary of here in the demon spawn, of things that maybe that's a defense ring with no HP percentage. I'm going to cut that loose as an epic. That's a triple percentage. I'll definitely roll that. 5-star rings, I'm going to cut them on a legacy faction like demon spawn. 5-star amulets, same, I'm going to cut them. And all my banners were at least rolled. So you see how all of this is managed, and I can kind of tell what needs to go really quickly when I'm browsing through and I need to make some space. So let's cut those. And then I want to see if there's any like no-brainers to take to 16. Remember, this is a 6-star. I wanted to upgrade. Let's take that to 12. Double flat attack. I'm going to go ahead and cut that loose on a legacy faction right away and keep this organized. And then what was the other one I wanted to roll? There was a ring right here. This is almost something you can take to 16 immediately. But, yep, defense, double defense. We will take that to 16. And, yeah, because, I mean, it basically rolled perfect. It went double defense HP. That's fantastic. That's an amazing 6-star epic ring right there. Any other no-brainer? This one, defense, HP, 5-star Lego. Double HP. Could have been worse. Good little filler ring right there. Okay. And then anything else? So Sylvan's a good one to start on because we're going to need a backbone. No. Amulets are usually a pretty safe bet. A 6-star defense, why not? We'll pop that up to 16 and went triple res. Very, very nice. That would be a great one for a tank and Sylvan. And then where do we stand right now? And we take like maybe one more to 16 and we should be good. It's a 6-star legendary accuracy. The unfortunate thing is I have to bite the bullet and just do it. And, I mean, could have been worse, but we're going to need one in the Sylvan. Sylvan's new. Is there any other banners that would make sense? That's our raw stat one. Resistance, defense with double speed. Probably, I mean, none of these are great, unfortunately. Defense speed, I mean, this is pretty much a meme. But we got to pick one, and that went pretty horrible. So hopefully that should be really close to being enough. We might be barely short. Nope, we're good to go there. We did plenty. So that is kind of my thought process on going through the, and it ended up being about perfect. We had just enough to go through all of the pieces we grinded during the dungeon divers and the spider double dipping, and now I've got my artifacts again where I'm down around 1150 here on accessories. I like to stay between like 1100 and 1150. I'm almost a little bit on the high end because I don't like to be over 1200 or something and be constantly having things sent to the inbox, and every single grind session I end up being full and having things all over the place. So I like to stay around 1100. What I would probably do is go through and see what hasn't been upgraded and then cut those loose. But you can see most stuff here is level 8 or level 12. Like right here, I've got a bunch of amulets that slipped through. So I would probably go through and cut some obvious ones there, go through and cut some obvious ones as I scroll through and get down around 1100 and leave myself that 200 of wiggle room. I've got a lot of rares right here that can probably go here on the banners. Yeah, and a lot of these were ones I wanted to roll. This one is obviously not, but yeah, just things like that can help you really keep your account in an easy to manage state, so you don't end up with artifacts and accessories all over the place and constantly sitting at 1300 and needing to go through and do some crazy cleansing on your account. But that is my thought process. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below, and good luck on the Emic Trunk Heart Fusion going on. I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks. Peace.